Hey there, my name is Daniela, and if you are looking for a new bed frame, I highly recommend checking out this Boucle bed frame by Berry Nest. I have the queen size bed frame, and I am super impressed with it. First of all, I love this Boucle fabric. It's so soft, it's so elegant. This neutral color is going to be able to fit in so many different decors. I'm also impressed with how sturdy this frame is. It can support up to 800 pounds, and there are no squeaks. This really is a very well-made bed frame. I actually assembled it on my own and took footage of that process. So I'm going to share the assembly process with you and also give you a closer look at this product. Keep watching.
In the box, you're going to find all of the parts and the hardware needed to do this assembly. The only item you will need is a screwdriver. That is not provided. So here I am figuring out how I'm going to mount the headboard. You have 3 different options when it comes to mounting the headboard. The lowest position will leave a 7-inch gap, the middle position will leave a 9-inch gap, and the high position will leave an 11-inch gap. And that is actually the one that I am going to use. So that is where I am placing the 2 screws. You want to make sure you tighten every screw with the Allen wrench. Make sure that the legs to your headboard have the holes horizontally, not vertically there at the base. So that way you can attach the headboard support bracket, which I am showing you here. Again, please use the Allen wrench to tighten. So now let's work on the front wooden legs. To attach the bracket to the wooden base, you're simply going to use a washer and then tighten it with the wrench provided. Next, we are going to assemble the side rails. There are 2 side rails. Each side has 2 boucle pieces and 3 different brackets. Make sure that you are corresponding the bracket to what it says in your assembly instructions. I do recommend for that middle bracket, which is numbered 6, that you do not tighten the screws all the way. You want to insert 2 on one side, keep them a little loose, so that way you have some leeway to be able to attach the 2 screws on the other boucle piece. Once all 4 screws are inserted, then you can properly tighten them. Then I attached number 12, which is the bracket that has the wooden leg on it. Then simply mirror the process for the other side rail. I'm now going to attach the side rails to the headboard. You want to insert 2 screws, but you do not want to over tighten them. That way you can slide on that side rail as I'm showing you here, and then you can properly tighten the screws with your Allen wrench. Now we can attach the foot rail. It simply attaches with 2 screws on each side to those brackets. Next, I'm going to assemble the center rail. The center rail is comprised of 2 rails and 3 brackets. You're going to use 4 screws in total to assemble this center rail, and you want to make sure that the pad is facing up. Again, make sure to use an Allen wrench to fully tighten each of these screws. Once it's fully assembled, we can now attach it to the headboard rail and the footboard rail. You're going to do what you did previously, where you add 2 screws, but only tighten them about 50% of the way, because you want to be able to slide on that center rail. I'm going to show you right here. You're going to slide it over on the top there, on both sides, and then tighten with your Allen wrench. Once everything is secured, then you can assemble your crossbar. I do recommend setting the left screw, then the right screw, and then securing that center screw. Once all of the screws are tightened, then you want to check the feet on the center rail brackets. You're going to turn them to the right to drop them down and turn them to the left to lift them up. So this is just going to help balance out the bed frame. The frame is now fully assembled. So now let's add the slats. There are 2 sets of slats. I'm going to do the upper portion first. You want to make sure that the Velcro side is facing down. There's Velcro there on the sides. I'll give you an up close look in just a moment. There are also screws that you are going to use to secure these slats to the bed frame. There are 8 screws, and you will need your own screwdriver. You will see that there will be pre-drilled holes, and that is where you will place your screws. Once the slats are secured, you can then add your mattress. I really appreciate how this bed frame has an embedded mattress design, so the mattress isn't going to be sliding all over the place. And I love having that 1-inch gap above the mattress. It makes making the bed so much easier. And here you go. Look at how beautiful this bed frame is. I really appreciate the handcrafted stitching that you see there on the headboard. It really gives it a timeless touch. I also love that the headboard is soft and padded. So if you don't have pillows up against it, you can just lean against it, watching TV, reading a book. It's going to be super comfortable. I appreciate the rounded corners on this bed frame, especially since we have this bed in a smaller bedroom. I am really impressed with this bed frame. It is beautiful and has exceeded my expectations. Definitely check it out.